Okay, so you're thinking about getting into Phoenix Power Rising and you want to know if it's something you can actually make money with. Now, let me first of all say that yes, some people will make money with this program, but that's only because the program is in its infancy and people are only starting to see it now. But it will eventually get to a stage where it can't pay out. And I'm not going to go into the mechanics of it, I just want to explain some things. First of all, this is a Ponzi scheme. It's a classic Ponzi scheme. All right, there is no product attached to this program other than the phony stuff that they're giving you here. All right, so I actually joined, so I could actually see what was going on here. But I want to show you a couple of red flags. So I'm just going to log in here, and I'm going to delete my account as soon as I can. But I wanted to show you something. Just one of the things that you should be watching out for. If you go ahead and try and purchase a position, you're going to be asked to send a money order cashier's check. That is the biggest red flag ever. First of all, you don't know anything about this person who you're sending this money to. I'm going to show you who this person is just so you know. But that is not a good way to run a business. All right, I was involved with a scam about a year ago. It was something very similar to this, and it was a Ponzi scheme, but it had a matrix system just like this. Basically, you would put in $50, and then in a few months you would get $200. And basically, it's just people putting in money into the system, and then from the system they keep paying out the new members, and eventually they run out of money. And I have had friends that have put in thousands of dollars into that because they thought, wow, I can put in 50, I'll make so much, so I'll go ahead and I'll put in $1,000 and I'll get so much out. And they actually just ended up losing their money. It actually made headline news. It became such a scandal in Colorado. But I can't even remember what the program was called. But Phoenix Power Rising is made by a lady called Terry Petty. Now, if you don't know who that is, I'm going to show you right now. Now, if you go to Scam Advisor, you can do a lookup to see. This website is nearly 4 years old. I don't know how they managed to do that with, highly trusted rating. And you've got here the best. Oh my goodness me! You see, these are. No, I'm sorry. I can't believe. I mean, these might be people that have got in very new, but it always starts out like that. Let me just give you some information. All right, let me go to the owner. All right, so the owner of this, her name is Terry Petty, and I did a search on Terry Petty, Phoenix Power Rising, and you can actually check here that she was involved in another company called Freedom. What was it called? I'll show you now. Phoenix Power Rising. This lady exposes her quite nicely, but I'm trying. It was something called Freedom something. I can't remember what it was called. Alright, there we go. Project Freedom. Project for Freedom. Okay, so she scammed thousands of investors out of funds and promised a 40 to 1 day payoff. And this was 2010, and she's been doing this for quite a while apparently. So a lot of people have been a victim of her scams. She has changed her number quite regularly apparently. I've been looking up information on the net, and I mean, there are just so many people writing about this, and you can actually check that people have written on this. I'll put these links in the description so you can see for yourself. But Terry Petty is a well-known scammer, and that's just one red flag. Now, you don't have to believe me if you don't want to. This is my opinion, but I'm pretty sure that I'm right here. Okay, and even if you are in the system early, you probably will get a payout. It's just the way the system goes. But eventually, the money's going to run out. People are not just going to put money into a system so that you can get paid. And it doesn't matter how they disguise the matrix. You know, the whole idea is nobody really knows how it works. But what ended up happening with the system that I was involved in, we were sending money directly to, cashier's check, and this was put into a bank account, and the owners of the company was actually using the money inside of the bank to buy cars and to buy all sorts of things, because they just thought people would come into the system all the time. And eventually this just collapsed, and apparently she's doing some really hard time now. I can't remember what that program was called, but it was some charity thing about helping other peoples to make money and all of that stuff. Guys, this is the same type of thing. All right. Whenever you get into a system that's covering us, that's always saying, you're in the matrix and you have to wait a while before the money comes out. That is a very clear indication that you're involved in a scam. All right. I put money in the system, and I was always trying to justify the fact that the money was working up interest, or they were trading with the money, so that we could, get money back. And that type of thing does not happen. All right, it does not exist. If you have put money into this, my suggestion would be is to do a reverse or something on your credit card or whatever the case is. Get your money back. Do not go for this. All right, because what's going to happen is people are going to be putting money in the system, and hopefully you see this video before you put money in this. But if you have put money in and you've set money off, just make sure that you reverse that check, because I'm telling you now, the fact that they don't have a processor and that you've got to put money into a check account is a really big red flag. And I don't care how many times they cover it up with all of these products. I mean, goodness me. Buyers Club, travel deals, discount dining, hotels and airlines, groceries, hotels. They're just products. They're not even related to what the whole system's about. All right? I mean, legally speaking, they need a product. But a Ponzi doesn't have a product. All right? Doesn't have a product. And they also say when you get into the system that $5 is $5 a month membership, so that you can get discounts. But that's just a way of covering up so that, it looks like a product. But ultimately, it comes down to being a Ponzi. And I don't care what you say. If you don't believe me, that's fine. It's my opinion. But if you're going to put money in this thing, you're going to lose money in the end. All right? Because what's going to happen is 10 people are going to join. 3 suckers are going to put in $500, and they don't know any better. It's not their fault, but they're going because I fell for this type of thing. And you're going to have 3 people putting money in, and that money's going to go up, and then people are going to get paid and all happy, and thousands of people join, and hundreds of people put money in, and pretty soon there's not going to be enough to go around, and people are just going to be waiting for the money to come through. And especially if you put money in, you're not going to see the money again. And if you're very new, if the program's just getting started, yes, some people will start to make money, but I'm telling you right now, it's not a good idea to get involved with this type of thing. The moment I saw it, and I heard the word matrix, I had to have a look at it. And when I saw it, I knew this was a Ponzi scheme. All right, they're going to dress it up as much as they want. The last thing I was involved in, it was all about helping each other in a community, and people would put money into this matrix and put $50 times 10 and 50, and they would make $200 on every $50. And it used to be a waiting period of a few weeks, then it was a few months, then it was 3 months, then it was like 5 months, and then they just stopped getting money. Why? Because people get greedy. And from what I understand, Terry Petty, the lady in question, you can go and look her up. I'll put those links in the description. They even give her a phone number, so maybe you can give her a call and find out what's happening. But I'm telling you right now, if Terry Petty is a pretty unique name, all right, just off the top of my head. But this lady continues to have webinars, continues, and you can find her on YouTube. Go ahead and check it out. Terry Petty, Phoenix Rising webinar. She's still doing this thing. All right. So do yourself a favor, stay away from this type of program. And I'm sorry if you guys, believe in it. And pretty much the psychology of putting money into a program like this is you just really hope it works, because now you've put money into the system. But I'm telling you right now, stay away from this program. Now, if you do want to make some money online and you would like to know how to do it, I can teach you how to do that. I have a system that works. It's a proper system. You need to put money into it. All right? None of this for free stuff, but I have a system that does work, and we have a formula that actually does pay out. And if you follow the steps, you can actually make money online. All right? There are legit business out there, and I live in South Africa, a third world country, so you can imagine how many times I've been scammed. But I found a system that actually does work for me, and you can go ahead and check that out in the link below. All right, I'll put the link right at the top of the description. You can click on that. You can go and see what I'm involved in. And then the links for this particular thing, like all of the articles on Scam Advisor, I'll put them up there so you can go and check her out and do your own research. But please stay away from Phoenix Rising, okay? That is my best advice I can give you. And if anything, just stay away from it, all right? All right, so with that being said, you have a great day, and I just hope that you haven't spent your money on this, all right? Leave a comment below, you know, if you agree. If you don't agree, that's fine, all right? No skin off my nose, that's fine. But I'm telling you right now, watch out. In a few months' time, this thing's going to be gone, and all your money's going to be gone, all right? Because they will catch up to her, and she's been caught a couple of times. All right, so, you know, that's all I can say. You have a great day. Hope go and see what I'm involved in, and you'll see that I actually do help people, and, you know, hopefully you'll actually get something out of it. Cheers. Bye-bye.